What did we decide was our inspiration? Deb Snowflake?
I haven't decided yet. I'm
Ah,
sitting here letting my brain gestate on that. I had another idea. How many of you, here we
what
go.
did we decide was our inspiration? Deb Snowflake?
Oh, I haven't there we go. Isn't that lovely? Okay, we are now live. And that was replaying there. In case anyone is watching on the internet. Okay, you can leave comments there. So I'm wondering how many of you have the possibility or the option of drawing light on a dark surface? Probably not too many of them, since I didn't tell you ahead of time to prepare for that.
No.
Probably not. Well, I'll give you warning on that, because one of the ideas I had was to use the inspiration of boy, this is going to be impressive. The fact that I cannot even talk tonight. The idea of working with fireworks. But I think we're going to do that in the future. So I'll give you guys a heads up. At some point, try and find, say, some markers or something, or paint, or opaque paint, and maybe some dark construction paper or something like that. And one of these times, we're going to play with the idea of fireworks light on a dark surface. Okay, but not tonight. Tonight, we're going to do something different. I think what... Hi, Brittany. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you doing? Is it your first time with us?
Yeah.
I think so.
I got a notification, thought I'd check it out.
Well, excellent. Okay. We were also starting to do things live with recordings on YouTube, so you can always check them out after the fact, but it's more fun to be here and doing it with us. So I'm thinking, one of the things I thought about today was the idea of what water looks like looking up at the surface. And it's kind of like these little cells. So here's an idea. Do you guys have erasers? Because that will make this idea a lot easier. Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. Something along these lines. Oh, and I'm going to reverse this thing because I reversed it for I'm working with someone and I reversed it so they could learn their way. Now I want it back my way. Here we go. Excellent. So you can't even see my iPad. Here it is. So here's the idea I'm coming up with, is that we start off with kind of wavy lines, and they can be further apart and closer together, and pretty broad. All right. And then create a cross pattern.
Hang on. Come on.
Yeah, Jeremy, one of you is going to have to turn off your sound because we're getting back. Okay. And here's where it gets interesting, is inside of each of these, draw a rounded cell.
All right.
And they can be large, they can be small, they can be varied. You can come up with lots of different options. And then when you've got those cells done, and I'm just doing this quickly, this would probably be my final. You can go ahead and erase the lines.
Water in there? Ooh. No, all right.
Hey, Jeremy, can you mute your microphone for a second here? And they don't have to be squarish. So we can start to play with these, and you could break them up even a little bit more. And if you don't even need the pattern to begin with, that's fine too. And the idea is, I don't know if you've ever been under the water and looked up and how it breaks up into kind of cells. And then there's the sheen and the flow and things going on there. Ah, Evelyn, your daughter's there with you? I forget her name again, sorry. What's her name?
oh, Alice.
Alice, I loved your drawing from last time. I hope you draw along with us. Okay, it was great. And then when you're done, come back into this with any kind of color that you want, any kind of material you want in producing the color. And think of perhaps liquid, think of flow, think of reflection, refraction, movement, and all those kinds of things, how that can fit into your life and your flow. So before you begin, I'm going to suggest that, as always, take a few deep breaths just to settle in. Let your ideas settle in a little bit, and take this as just the inspiration. You do not have to copy. You don't even have to come close to this. And wherever it takes you is fine where you go. Yeah, Lynn, you have a question?
Yes, I do. I missed out. Did you erase something? Because you were talking about an eraser.
Yeah, I did.
I missed that.
I drew the cell, and then I erased the lines that I used originally to find out where those cells were, right?
Oh, those are the ones. Okay.
Okay. They're just a pattern to build the cell pattern. And then from then on, we can go and play. And I don't know if anyone's capable of doing this, but if you're capable, you can also move your camera down so we can watch what you're doing. Some of you might be able to. So then again, you might want to just keep it for the big reveal at the end when we all share. And of course, nobody has to share, but it's always fun to share at the end. Share what you're doing, get some feedback, and get everyone's surprised reactions, because it always is a surprise, all the things that people come up with. All right. I'm going to just be playing some music. If you've got any questions or anything, I'll be sitting here. But generally, again, as always, if you want to listen to the music, you're fine to do so. You can turn it up or down. But if you want to turn it right off, you can listen to your own music. We'll be drawing for about an hour, till about 8:15, and then we'll look at what everyone's doing. Okay, off we go. Yet I'm sitting here. So remember to take it as slowly as you want, as peacefully as you need to. And just wherever inspiration takes you, you don't have to be judgmental. Just go with the flow. It doesn't have to look like anything. You don't have to predetermine it. It might find its own way somewhere along the way. Hi, Montana. Hey, Montana, as soon as you're connected, I'll talk to you. Let you know what's happening here. Okay, there you are. Hi, Montana. Can you unmute? Maybe turn on your video?
I'm just getting set up. I just got my kids to bed, so I'm still getting set up and then I'll turn it on.
Okay, I'll talk to you when you're ready.
All right, perfect.
Hey, it is you. So good to see you. It's been a long, long time.
I know it has, hasn't it?
Yes. Okay, I wish I'd saved everything as I went along here. I didn't.
Quite all right.
Silly me. But tonight the theme is based on looking up at water from underneath and the way
Okay.
it breaks up into cells and reflections, and there's light and shadow and water and light, and the idea of flow and movement. And yeah, so how I started out by doing this, and you maybe can guess that I started off with just lines going through, just wavy lines going one way and then an opposite way. Then I drew the cells in between the lines and erased the lines. And then from then I've started to play with color. You can do that any which way you want. And in my case, I'm going to erase the lines and maybe play with some whiteness in between. And I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to play with it some more. And you can
Okay.
see there, Kelsey, you can see her work as well. But I don't ask anyone to copy me or even to stick tightly to the theme. It's just a basic inspiration, and we'll be drawing for about another half hour.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right. Just however it inspires you and whichever way you want to go.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Okay. Person. What's your
About 2 more minutes. Time flies. And then it plummets. So I always say, don't rush to finish, because that usually, whoops, that usually is when the disasters happen. Just be happy with what you've got. And any finishing touches for now, you can always work on it later, complete it if it's not feeling complete. And it's been a fraught with difficulties day. My whole system crashed there in the middle of that, but fortunately everything kept going fine without me. You guys just don't want to stop, do you? Is my microphone on? It is. There we go. So we lost a few along the way, but that's fine. People always have things in their life that can come along, be it little kids or the call to sleep or anything else. Alice is still here, I see. I have no idea who's behind Jeremy's iPad, but I'm assuming it's Judy and Joe. And Kelsey, you're going to be, usually I let newcomers go last, but you're probably going to have to go first because we've already gotten to see yours. And so we'll get you to present and show your work. So can I ask you to unmute? Hi, there we go. And we just show our work by holding it up to that. And pull in a little closer here. Oh, and hang on while I spotlight you. There we go. And just hold it. Oh, I like those textures in there. And quite beautiful.
Thank you.
And the variety of shapes.
Yeah, I just kind of went every which way.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they don't follow a checkerboard pattern. There's enough of a break there that's quite naturalistic.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, everybody else can unmute and you can talk as well. What do you guys think? What do you see?
Here's my daughters.
Oh, excellent. What's your daughter's name?
Eden.
Eden?
Yeah.
Excellent. Wow, that's cool. How old is she?
13.
13. You did a great job.
She's shy.
That's okay. Shy is okay. And I see a puppy in the background too. Not so shy.
Yeah, that's
Great.
Rosie.
Thank you so much for joining us and sharing. That was great. All right. Well, then we will jump right over to Joe and Judy.
Hello. Okay. Go
Hi
ahead,
there.
Joe. All right, so, yeah, you can do it.
And Joe's really shy too, right?
Yeah, right.
I've been making this pencil pieces
Uh-huh.
and been using the nubs that came off.
Is it an oil pastel pencil or something like that? What is it?
It's a watercolor pencil, and so I've been dipping it in this jar of water, and I've been coloring.
That's very cool. I love the variety of shapes, the small thin shapes and the big round ones and all the variety. That's very cool.
Thanks a lot. I just love this.
You like this one? I can tell you love it. You could keep going for quite a while, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, thank you for this exercise. It was great.
Probably felt a little short tonight. Well, are you going to keep working on it, do you think?
Yeah.
Excellent. I hope you do. So let's see what your mom did. Huh?
Oh,
I'll
I
keep-
didn't get very far tonight.
I'll keep
No.
working tomorrow because
Okay.
my dad and I are going to play a game.
You know what, Judy, not very far, but I'm loving your colors. I'm loving the
Thank you.
and your shapes are really gorgeous too. It's going to be a really fine piece of work. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll work on it some more this week.
Excellent.
Thanks so much, Randall.
Thank you. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Randall.
Thank you. Okay, let's jump on over. We're going to do all the kids today first. So we're going to jump over to Evelyn and Alice.
Okay. We have a horrible camera, but
Yeah, it's pretty grainy. But I did this, which I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's just blue, but I put a watercolor and I put salt on it, which kind of draws the pigment to itself.
Makes little speckles, yeah?
Yeah, and it has a cool texture.
Cool.
So that was mostly just an experiment. Then I did this boat and I
Wow.
did the technique on the sand.
Okay, cool. You were busy. You're always busy. You're very productive and fast. I love it.
I don't know how to show mine.
Yeah, mine's is still wet.
Mine is very wet. So hang on. I'll
Can you
try to.
Tilt down. Oh,
Oh, that's
I love it. I love it. The flow and those lovely edges that are created between wet on wet and how they're drying in between. There's some gorgeous things happening there. And the choice of warm colors instead. It's really bold.
Yeah, I didn't want to use blue for some reason. I don't know.
That's okay. Whatever, like this is just the prompt and you take it wherever you want to go with it. That's
I'm not
lovely.
sure where to go with it next, but I will work on it this week.
Okay. All right. Let's jump on over to Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
So I went right off the rail today. I started with what you had
Hey.
suggested, and then I thought differently about it. So this is what I came up with.
Hmm.
And it's, you had talked about a liquid with cells on top. So this, can you guess what these are?
It's looking like mitochondria. Well, the nucleus is dividing and mitochondria and stuff going on. And yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they're actually blood cells. Yeah,
blood.
all the different kinds of blood cells. I used to work in the lab, so that's what I can remember of them. They're probably, but anyway, the cells floating in your blood. So there you go.
That's so cool. Yeah, I started thinking of different kinds of cells as I was painting too.
Yeah. So anyway,
cellular membranes and all sorts of things too. So that's very, you took it so literally. Nice.
yeah.
We're going to jump over to Lynn.
Oh my God. When somebody said they went off the grid, I went totally off the grid.
Okay,
I
you show us.
Any pastel colors. I wasn't prepared for any of what we were doing.
Oh.
And that music just brought me to traveling.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what I did. It doesn't look great at all. It's I can't.
Hey, don't be judging.
I got
Don't tell us how to
first
evaluate.
time these
Those are
brushes
so
that
cool.
I bought in China. So I'm thinking of China, and I'm going. The next thing you know, I'm in Cuba. And in Cuba, they have bright colors and they're really off the grid. And then I've got a jar of jelly beans beside me. And I'm thinking when I was in Spain, all these crazy colors, look at how silly this is. And I'm
This isn't silly. This is fun. This is very fun.
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you, I just was head hopping. And like I said, all these colors reminded me of these places that I've been traveling. And like I said, the brushes from Spain were the very first time I've ever taken them out. And I didn't have pastel colors around me. I wasn't prepared.
Oh, hey, it doesn't have to be pastel colors, and it's just whatever you work. I'm working digitally, and I was experimenting, and maybe you didn't see it, but I was going, hey, should I try this darker, lighter, brighter? And I ended up going very pastel, but that was just after trying a lot of different things. And because it's digital, I can still change this. In fact, I might show you a couple of variations and get you to vote and say which way I should go with it. But no, hey, as I use the word prompts, and I use that on purpose. Prompts means this is to get you going, and wherever you go is absolutely fine.
Well, I was traveling.
And be playful, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to jump over, and we're going to jump over to Deb. I think you're the last one today.
All right.
Ooh, the sense of warped space is very cool. And it's got more of a diamond-like, I don't know, a gem-like quality to it. I'm loving the flow, and then the interaction of the two, the turquoise or whatever, the light green and the dark blue, and how they push into each other.
It looks like there's a fold in it, like fabric folds.
Yeah.
Fluid.
Mhm.
I was thinking of a river over a rock and how it bends and folds over it.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
That's cool.
Something that just occurred to me, and I don't know why, but sometimes when you go to ancient places where there's paving stones and where they're really worn over time, they end up curved like that, where there's been many footsteps or many wagon wheels that wear into the stone and create those kind of depressions and moves into them. It's very cool. Yeah. All right. Okay, I guess it comes down to me. Let's see here. Spotlight. So there we go. I started off pretty straightforward, and then I started to play with the idea of light more than anything else. And then really taking it to the light. And so, yeah, I feel like my life has things have been trying to pull me down and feel a little dark. And I like just exploring the light. And as I said, I'm going to show you, because I can digitally, I can play with this thing, and I could say, change this blend mode to something like that. And I could quickly play around. And then if I brought this layer down here to full opacity and even could double it up, I could go the opposite, and I could push it even further and play with it being really about bright, intense variations and contrasts. Oops, let's get rid of this, and then I can just fill this screen with it. And then I started to play inside of the big cells with little cells. And I don't know if you can see a bit of that happening here, and breaking up the blues and purples into cell patterns as well. That was kind of the detail I was playing with at the last. And yeah, and just trying to feel the flow of compartments in my life and how they all have to seem to adjust to each other. And when they do, then there's flow. And if they don't, then there's a conflict. And that's kind of another thing that I feel like is kind of happening in my life right now is the ebb and flow and the adjustment as I figure out which are the big cells and which are the little cells, and where to concentrate and where to let go, and all those kinds of things. So yeah. So where do we sit now? Oh, wow. We're at just about at 8:30. Do we have any final comments? Anyone want to share a little bit before we go? I want to thank you all for being here. I'm going to, just a second here. I want to grab a shot of the participants because I have a very short memory. I just grabbed the list so I know later on. And I think maybe for the posting, I'll be posting probably a link to the YouTube thing. And then and below that, all of you are welcome to post your what you've been exploring and playing with, and either there or make your own posts or whatever. And feel free to comment and encourage. And it's so exciting to always have new people coming in on this. And I knew a lot of our regulars couldn't make it tonight for various reasons, like floods. And that's a legit reason. Otherwise I'd be, hey, Christina, how come you weren't here? No, I wouldn't be. I'm cool with it. Whatever works. And I'm just glad that you make the effort to be here, and that you don't want to stop. As I can see, some of you are already back at it. So that's great. That's perfect. So I'm going to just stop talking and end this so that you can keep going or do whatever you need to do next. Thank you for being here. Thanks for a great evening and sharing always with me. Appreciate
Thank you, Randall.
Thank you.
Thanks, Randa.
Hey, hold on here. I got to see that one. What's going on there just before we go?
Oh, that's cute. That's fun.
That's
That's my daughter's artwork.
I was joking.
That's pretty cute.
We're not going to show her face, huh? Not at
No.
all.
Oh my God.
Maybe another time. All right, everybody. Thank you again. Have a great evening.
Night.